What's up, everyone out there in Keishidojo land? This is your instructor, Sensei JD Olson, right here for your Monday Memorial Day class. Again, we don't have any classes today, so we're doing everything via video. We are going to use a punching bag. You can also do everything in the air. But what we want to start with today is just kind of warming up. So what I want you to do is I want you to put yourself in your fighting stance. So remember how to get into this position. And I just want you to bounce a little bit. Say for about 30 seconds, we're just going to bounce, getting used to maybe turning. We have several different footworks that we all want to play with. And so one of the easiest ones is just to move forward. Okay, and then I want you to be able to move back. Of course, I want you to move to the left, and I want you to be able to move to the right. Okay, and so I want you to be able to have all the different positions, whether you switch leads or not. And I just want you to be comfortable. And then I want you to go ahead and plant. And so I have my lead foot planted, and I just want you to pivot. And I want you to pivot. I want you to pivot, and I want you to pivot. And so now that I have that, I'm going to pivot the other way. I'm going to pivot. I'm going to pivot. This is also called quarter stepping. So you can do either one, and then you're going to step and pivot. Step, pivot. Step, pivot. Step, pivot. Step, pivot. And again, you can do the exact same thing going the other direction. Step, pivot. Step, pivot. Step, pivot. Step, and pivot. And so that's what I want you to mix in to your different footwork. So now you're bouncing around. Maybe you turn. Just plant and turn. Plant and turn. Step and pivot. Maybe I go the other way. Go the other way. Go the other way. Maybe I drift off this direction. Nope, I'm going to drift off this direction. I'm going to go forward, and I'm going to go backwards. And I'm doing everything, and I can do everything in both leads. So you're getting used to this. And pivot. 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 And you're learning how to cut the corners. Okay? So that's your very first thing. That's the beginning. That's the warm-ups that I want you guys to start with. And do that for about 3 whole minutes. Okay, 3 minutes of moving forward, moving back, moving to your right, moving to your left, pivoting, circling, all kinds of cool stuff. After that, I want us to do what we call a jag step. So after that, I want you to do what's called a jag step. So the jag step, I'm going to back up a little bit so the camera can see my feet. And so I'm going to switch my leads to copy for you guys can copy me at home. And so I'm here like this. Jag step is I step to my left, I step to the center, I step to the right, to the center, to the left. And so it looks like this. And this is your jag step footwork. And what I want you to do is after you do this for like, I don't know, 30 seconds or so, I want you to add a punch into each one. Think of punching 3 different people. Okay, I got a guy coming here, I got a guy coming here, I got a guy coming here. Boom. And you're going to get that going. And again, you're going to do this for 30 seconds. Maybe a minute, whatever. But I want you to have this jag step. Now, coming up to the punching bag. Okay, working here. Got our warm-ups done. And so you should have done at least 3 minutes of your footworks moving around. And then an additional minute of jag stepping, 30 seconds without punching, 30 seconds with punching. So that should be about a 4-minute warm-up right there. Now we're going to come into our punching bag. Remember, start, hands and feet to the side. Turn your dominant side out. I am right-handed, so I turn my right foot. And then I rotate it back. And then I go here, and I pick up my feet, and I just want to rock a little bit. Or the footwork you were just doing. That should keep you in this position. Key points, please. Don't fight in the same line. Also, don't be on the same line this way. You want there to be a little bit of distance. If I'm facing the camera, you should be able to fit like a telephone pole or something between your feet this way. And there should also be some distance this way. So your feet are not lined up in either direction. Okay, lead foot, lead hand equals what? Put that in the comments below so I know that you guys did the workout today. Lead foot equals lead hand. That technique is called, you tell me. So I throw this lead hand. And again, we're going to do this thing by the numbers. So we're going to do this for 10 first punches. First punch, 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice how my secondary hand stays up. I don't drop it. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that foot slid in a little bit. I threw my initial punch. From here, I'm going to retract my hand to my cheek, and I'm going to throw that secondary hand. Okay? And remember, that secondary hand is called something. Put that in the comment section. I want to see if you guys are doing these things. So now I have the first hand. I throw the second hand. And again, I'm going to throw 10 of those. And I'm doing it by itself. Okay? So I should have 10 punches with the lead hand. Now I should have 10 punches with the rear hand. And of course, now round 3, you're going to put that together. So you're going to go in, 1, just like that, 2, and then 3, and 4. A couple things I've noticed when we've been training. Make sure you make a good fist. So hands here, roll your fingers, roll thumbs on top. Please don't put your thumbs inside. You're going to break your hand. You're going to break your thumb, okay? So fingers, fingers, thumb. Just like that. And then my hands are here. Doesn't matter what lead I'm in, but my hands are here, okay? So, back to my trusty bag. So again, 10 of these, just like so. All the way. Now, we're going to jump into our lead leg kick. Our lead leg kick. Okay, I'm going to take this back foot, pivot it. Take this back foot, pivot it. I'm going to bring my leg up and kick. And all the way to 10. Lead leg, round kick. And then the rear leg, round kick. Again, I'm rotating this lead foot out, and I throw 10 more. Okay, all the way in. If you don't have a bag, let's say you don't have a punching bag to train on. Okay, I'm right here. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then all the way to 10. 2, 3, all the way to 10. Then 1, 2, 3, all the way to 10. If you don't have a punching bag, you have the freedom of kind of moving around to get that footwork back in the mix, and then playing around a little bit, and kind of having some fun with it. If you have a punching bag, I put mine on the edge of my camera frame, but if you had it in the center, you could actually work around the punching bag too, so you could do that as well. Okay, so you should have done 10 of your lead leg kick, 10 of your rear leg kick. Now we're going to go 1, 2, lead leg kick. 1, 2, lead leg kick. Jab, cross, kick. Jab, cross, kick. Jab, cross, kick. And again, 10 of those. And then last but not least, or not last but not least, after you got 10 of those, you're going to go jab, cross, rear leg kick. Jab, cross, rear leg kick. And go all the way to 10. And then finally, for our first kickboxing 4-count combination, what you're going to do is you're going to go lead punch, lead kick, rear kick. You can do this 2 different ways. You can just pivot, throw that leg there, throw that leg there. But understand when I'm all done, I should be back in my fighting stance. I shouldn't be like this, okay? So lead punch, rear punch. I angle my foot, I turn my hip, lead kick. And then when I put this down, I angle my foot out, rear kick. For my yellow belts and higher, okay? Yellow, white, yellow, black, all that stuff. So 1, 2, you're going to switch kick it. And then throw that lead leg kick, rear leg kick, and be back in your fighting stance. 1, 2, here, here. 1, 2, here, here. Again, all the way to 10. I want you to take this to 10. So by the end of this, you should have like 40 to 50 jabs and then 40 crosses, and then you should have a pretty good number of lead leg kicks, at least 20, maybe 30, and then you should have at least 20 to 30 rear leg kicks as well. And then you put it all together, right? So you had lead punch, lead here and here. And then you're going to switch the kicks, okay? This is your extra piece. So now I go lead punch, rear punch, I turn my foot, rear kick, lead kick. So I swap the order. Lead punch is called I've already said it, so if you were listening, you caught it. And then the rear punch, which I also said what it was. And then from there, as my hand is retracting, I am throwing that kick. Now I rotate my hips the other way, throw that one. So you should have now 4-count kickboxing number 1, lead punch, lead kick, rear kick. And then you should have 4-count kickboxing number 2, lead punch, rear kick, lead kick. All we swap are the kicks. When you're throwing your kicks, make sure they're round kicks, not side of your foot, not this stuff here, but rotating your hip, throwing that round kick. Rotate your hip and throw that round kick, okay? Make sure you're hitting with the top of your foot or shin bone, not the side of your foot, not the bottom of your foot. We're doing the top of the foot, okay? And that's your basic or your beginner workout for Monday, for Memorial Day. Again, please remember why we have this day as well. This isn't just a day for fun and family and barbecues and having a day off. It's also to remember all the military people, all the people that came before us that fought for our freedom so we could have days like this, so we could do some of the things that we do. So I would like to take a moment of silence for all of the veterans that are no longer with us, that have made this day possible. So please bow your head in a moment of silence. Awesome. Well, you guys made it to the end of the video. You guys stay safe. We'll see you guys on the mats. You guys be safe. Also, don't forget, for the month of June, we're switching back into striking. So you're going to be doing a lot of work on the bags. So that's going to be something that's going to be coming down. And remember, uniform for the class is going to be your Keishidojo t-shirt, your gi pants, and your belt, unless you have the Keishidojo no-gi gear, which is the Keishidojo fight shorts, the Keishidojo rash guard. You don't need your belt, okay? But that's the 2 uniforms for the summer, okay? Keishidojo shirt, gi pants, and your martial art belt, or your Keishidojo fight shorts, the actual ones with the dragon and the logo on it, the Keishidojo rash guard, again with the dragon and the patch on the back, and then you don't have to wear your belt for that. If you want to wear your belt, though, you're welcome to. Cool. You guys stay safe. You guys have a happy holiday. We'll see you guys later. Bye.